They'll never know this love and how it feels. I never thought love at first sight could feel so real. They'll never know this love and how it feels. I never thought love at first sight could feel so real. How it real, how it real, feel so real. How it real, how it real, how it real, and that feels so real. How it real, how it real, how it real, feels so real.
Yeah. How we fucking doing? Happy Sunday night, degen hours with Dubious. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. We're getting ready for the week ahead. Let's go. What is this music background? Let's lower that for a moment. Bop to start the stream. Let's go. We got the spaces rolling. Shout out to the listeners, to the viewers. Yo. Got some tariff news, some good news. Seems like the market is liking it, at least for the time being. Things are responding well. You'll love to see that. What more could you ask for on a Sunday? We normally I feel like we see a little bit of the dippies on the Sundays. Today, no dippies. Let's transition over to the market. BTC 119. Yeah, bro, we're not dipping here. We're not dipping here. Almost at 3,900. 3880. XRP 327. Solana 191. Founder Solana making waves today. We'll get into that in a little bit. First, we're going to go through the tariffs after we go through some more prices. Hyperliquid and Sui going back and forth in this 14 and 15 slot. And Stellar Lumens coming through as well. But I feel like these two are, I don't want to say like the ones of the cycle, but it feels like the ones of the cycle in a sense. Hyperliquid, obviously, a lot more noise recently. Really in the last like 6 months, I guess. Where I've been on that. We'll skip that. Shout out to the dog. $44 Hyperliquid. Love to see it. There's some memes that we're still playing with on Hyperliquid. Soon, though, it's 431. It's really coming back. It's really coming back in the last, honestly, the last week. It was 380 last time we streamed. 427 is nothing to see that. Is that? Almost all time high. Okay, so we're $1 off. All right, a little bit more. And you know, let's just skip to it because it's not going away. We're repping it right now, 35 cents. Say we are climbing back. What was our recent peak of 37? Okay, so we're right there. We get more positive news this week. I think we are destined for good things on the safe front. I don't know how far in the future $1 is, if ever again. But yeah, maybe this December 70-cent range is doable considering we're at 35 cents right now. Maybe. But that's where my head's at. Like, can we get there? We got $1. A lot of people out there focusing on $1. I'm looking at that. Other target of 70 cents. Some people that I know also are looking at 50 cents, which makes, you know, trying to get in the club too. But Artcoin, what's that market cap at? 1.3 billion. And I think that's it for what we'll look at on the coin. I mean, okay. Where's Pengu at a whopping 2.6 billion. Love to see it. Imagine Pengu at $1. something else. Monero's making some news as well. We got to dive into that. I got to figure out what is causing the rumblings for Monero. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all we want to dive into on the market front. Zora, I was gonna leave that towards the meme category, honestly, in its own conversation. But this has been absolutely skyrocketing. It's kind of nuts. I think the keynote was this week, the 21st to the 22nd. I'm gonna pull that up as well, just so we can confirm what date they had their big event. Because Zora has been the biggest winner in that time frame, up 990% on the month, which is ridiculous. For a like this is a utility in a sense, like realistically. But I did see some FUD around the fee and whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So, yeah. But yeah, first off, the hello? Okay, there we go. The reason why I think we can all agree that we're seeing the pump today, overall markets, US and the EU getting a 15% tariff on most of the EU exports. It includes a $600 billion EU investment in the US, which included energy and US defense purchases. The good news is it's similar to Japan's deal, which also had 15% and I believe 550 or 500 billion in investments. So we got that similarity. So the playbook has been kind of set for these countries or these groups of nations to settle at this price of 15%. It's a steep number in the billions, the hundreds of billions of dollars. But I feel like the playbook's there at least, and things are happening. Cooperation, is actually happening now. The thing that hasn't happened is the China. What is up with the tabs? It's not switching. I've already clicked over. It's just like crazy. I guess my computer's at max capacity right now. It's kind of unusual. Just pause that. Okay. US and China, there's talks of extending the deadline another 90 days. The current deadline is the 12th of August, which is coming up. We're at the 27th of July here today. I feel like they're going to have to, based on the knowledge that I have and what is, been put out in terms of news articles and whatever, like, and in terms of like activity, like you haven't had this happen. Now there is talks of late October. So if they extend 90 days, that allows for this to be the, maybe this is the meeting that between China and the US, between Trump and Xi, bro, maybe that's where you get the final announcement or the final deal when the two of them are together. That kind of makes sense, especially if they extend 90 days and there's these, potential rumors of an October trip for Trump, which I think would be kind of wild, but it's definitely happened before. This one I think says something similar, but this last one, no, I feel like they just updated the article without the headline. Yeah, they literally just swapped it up on me. But those two things I feel like are pumping our bags on a Sunday. As I say that, we have taken a slight drop since the stream started. Way to go, Dubious. Way to go. We got to end the stream just so our bags can. Yeah, we're literally on the down since the stream started. Vine, also one of the memes we were gonna bring back up because Vine, off that Elon news, is seeing some rise, which is kind of wild. What's it market cap? 150 bill or 150 mil, not bill. Okay, not dead, not dead. You know, not dead. I'll take it. Not involved. And pump fun. The saddest of them all. Under a bill market cap. FDV 2.7. Sheesh, man. That one hurts. Thank God I avoided that one too. No ICO, no hyper liquid action. Completely missed the wave here. But it's just been nothing but down and to the right, which is like typical airdrop chart, not typical ICO chart. Especially in a bull. I don't know. I don't know what they got up their sleeves. But they got to get something going. Otherwise, they are in trouble with Bonk Fund taking a lot of the market share. And not like not even just the market share in terms of fees, but the attention now. Because eventually that'll subside. The pump fund like bag, you know, taking your shots at it and throwing your shade. Eventually people will get tired of doing it. We're done kind of shitting on Blast, except for like, you know, once in a blue moon at this point. Oops. All right, there we go. All right, we'll go on the chip side first. We're repping the Your hoodie. Shout out fucker, shout out Cap and the team. So we'll go say memes first. Chips, 245K market cap. Look at that return, bro. Look at that return there. If you bought down when we were going on like, hey, this is like day one vibes, like 50 to 70K, like, you know, day one, week one, whatever you want to say. Like week one was 160K. So like, hello. Love to see it. Chips team is eating. I guess the Chips community is eating. Right now, let's see if we can find some. Yep, right there, 69,420 chips being purchased. That's the new meme right now for Chips. Love to see that. And we'll give Millie its credit coming back from that little scare that it had. Big whale selling off. Dropped it down to 3.5, 3.25 mil market cap. Back just under 4.5. Millie to a Billy. Yeah. And then we got DRG sitting at 4, just under 4.5 as well. The airdrop Jeters did not prosper. Hope you staked and locked up, so you didn't take that 20% fee like some people did. I did not. I staked my small airdrop. My $3 airdrop is now staked. Hopefully we can turn it into $9 by October or whatever that period is. Froggy, 207, bro. That's got to be all-time high, right? That's got to be all-time high for Froggy. Oh, it's almost there. Almost there. 235. Okay. That's impressive work. Shout out Froggy. I feel like the only other one, we got two. We go two more. Shenron, 305. It's kind of stabilizing out, I feel like, after this big run up. Wick to 600, 575. You got lucky. And the last one we'll go through is Gonad, bro. Gonad, the OG. Actually, we got one more. We got to do saying. One of the OGs, Gonad at 223,000 mark. Yo, that's crazy, bro. They're all running. Saying 3.6. Yo, this is like going memory lane right now. Let's go. Love to see it. Love to see it. some old dogs win again. All right, you love seeing an old dog do a new trick. That's it on the say side, I feel like, but let's look at Zora again. Just absolutely running. I'm gonna pull up the base event just so I can pull up the date. Oops. Base. They definitely do a lot of tweeting. That's our only issue. Oh, yo, when is that? We should pull that up. Murakami. July 31st. That's coming up. Damn. Don't spend your ETH just yet. Back. We need the event. July 18th. Yo, this shit. You had a full day, bro. Am I seeing that right? I think it was July 16th. Bros. There was a full. Yo, that's wild. There was a full like 72 hours that you could have got in before. I mean, you could even got in like the 22nd by all means and still caught a 2x. But there was like a full 72 hours that Zora just sat there. That's wild. Like, when do you get news thrown at you and not move? Wow. I guess we need to read between the lines a little bit better moving forward, because this was right in front of us, and low key, your boy like watched this whatever you want to call it, keynote, product debut, whatever the hell you want to call it. I wasn't like live, but I was like trailing it by like 45 minutes to an hour, and I know it wasn't like more than like 2 hours or so, but like. I was with the news, kind of with it, and I was listening to the source. I wasn't getting it from like second. I mean, I was reading stuff too, but I was hearing it directly from Jesse and the base team. So like, I did not step up my game here. And even if I would have caught like, and like the light bulb moment would have got off like 2 days after, it still would have been like 60 mil max. 75 mil max market cap. It's at 300 right now. That is absurd to think that like, dude, I gotta take some more conviction, bro. Find the alpha and actually utilize it, bro. I'm upset at myself right now. Shitting on base got to me. The people shitting on base around me on the timeline didn't let me see the power of Zora. All right. Maybe it's a little artificial for the moment, but hey, it's there, bro. It's there. So that's Zora sitting just under 300. Let's go. We'll get out of the base trenches because like other than Brett, there's Clanker and Banker token we like. But buddy, we want to get into some hyper liquid, bros. 14.6 mil market cap for buddy. I still think it's the number one meme. Maybe it's not the number one market cap, but hey, listen, we can't all be number one, right? But all right, buddy, just feels like the best option to me. This is wholly liquid, not necessarily number two. But kind of number two, 800K market cap feels like a steal. I say that every time I've strummed, so take that with a grain of salt because it's only gone down and to the right since that June. I mean, dang, bro. That's the beginning. That's the middle of June. Honestly, even further back. I not know how to read a chart. It's literally been down since the first week. Not looking good for Holy. But listen, if there was ever a time to buy the bottom, 800K under a mil feels like a great opportunity. Looks like we got down to almost 500, bro. Kind of scary. Not ideal. Not ideal. But we also got Rub. All right. Rub kind of finding itself, okay? Ramen, bro. Maybe figuring it out. Just under 4, call it 4 mil market cap. I think the highs were 12. Yeah. I could see it going back to the highs. Dude, as long as hype stays in the right direction, and even if it pulls back a little, I think it still has room for these memes to have its moment. I don't know what's good with Holy. That looks scary. That looks really scary. I haven't checked on it in I guess at least since the last stream, but man, 800K. Yeah, it was under a mil last time, bro. I don't know what happened. I didn't maybe I didn't click through it last time. Lick D 20 mil. I like that. I like that as a buy. They're still kicking, still doing their thing, and they're accruing a lot of fees. The staking still works. Still getting paid in hype too. That's the best part in my opinion. So put up the Lick D and earn your hype. Another way to stake in my opinion. The last set of stuff are some of these creator coins like Razmir streaming token. I think like the base stuff is taking this energy away. It's not just him that's down. A lot of the pump fund streamers are down. I also think this is like seasonal, bro. I feel like the timeline is a little bit quieter than it is in April, than it is in December, November. So that's kind of the other thought is you look at where this was early on. When it started, it was a lot higher, 15 mil. I think it's more of the amount of attention that we've got being spread out and the lack of activity between those two. Because like the market is up, but like it's quiet. It's quiet. There's a couple others. I guess we go back to base. Where's Aerodrome? It's not in this list. There it is. Aerodrome, 777 mil market cap. Okay. It's coming back. I mean, it's doing well off the fees. The base activity is there, especially with Zora and the base app. They're reaping some of those rewards. No, no way to curtail that. It's just kind of how it works, man. Like when activity goes to that chain, like they're gonna win. And other than Uniswap, I'm not sure who else you're using between those two. I'm sure there's other underlying protocols, but like they're probably like a smaller fraction of the volume. That was one of the big things I saw in one of the base posts recently by Jesse was what does base need to do to improve, and people mentioned trading platforms and different dApps to monitor volume and activity on the chain. So like with time, those things will come. I think a lot of those things can kind of be easily duplicated from Ethereum side of stuff. And once that happens, I think it becomes a lot easier to have that base versus Solana debate, which is kind of nuts because then you're moving away from the ETH versus Solana debate. And that's a conversation that I don't think a lot of Solana maxis are quite ready to have. As much as they want to shit on base and shit on a lot of these other chains that I don't want to say an abstract, but a base like, whether it uses Ethereum's tech or uses their own EVM style. I think that's a conversation that Solana maxis are not quite ready to have, and you know, fair enough. I don't want to have that either if I'm a Solana maxi, but you gotta think like, okay, new cycle, end of new cycle, whatever time frame you want to be at, like you're gonna have new players come into the mix. Like you can't think that, okay, just because you survived the $8 Solana, now that you survived that, you're gonna be number one forever or number two forever. Like the fact that base could be like the number two is, it's got to be scary, dude. It's got to be scary. And like I don't know what that tweet is by our man Mr. Solana, but that's like totally, man, I don't know, like that's a, let's pull it up. It definitely caused some. There's so many replies today, bro, and that's the problem, is a reply. There it is. I've said this for years. Meme coins and NFTs are digital slop and have no intrinsic value, like a mobile game loot box. People spend 150 bill a year on mobile gaming. Bro, without meme coins, like I don't even want to address the NFTs. Like the NFTs, in my opinion, like low key, like much smaller portion. Like because ETH meme coins, yes, there are a few. There are. I mean, they're not a few. There's a ton, but meme coins couldn't have done what they did on ETH that they did on Solana, right? So like meme coins is where I'd focus. NFTs proved to work on ETH, obviously in 21 and you know and beyond. But meme coins, yes, Solana, dude, like you, no intrinsic value. Like, bro, imagine being like an actual like everyday, or like, okay, I trade memes for a living, or I trade coins on Solana for a living, and your dude comes out and says this. Like that's hurtful, bro. I'd be in some pain. I'd be like, hey man, are you trying to say that I have no intrinsic value here? Like, okay, I guess so, man. Like that hurts, bro. That hurts. I'm feeling some kind of way. I am feeling some kind of way. But he went in and he kind of doubled down. I do think this is like kind of where my thought of being, if you're a Solana maxi, you're kind of a little concerned about base. And maybe that's just me, you know, on an outside going, uh-oh, like look at this situation here. Excuse me. But I don't know. I think there's a little bit of now that the app is out, maybe there's something to be worried about. Like he monitored data, fixed problems, used sniper and sandwich, resistant market implementations repeat. Like All my pets are named Rug. I don't know, man. My pet's not named Rug. Oh wait, I just unfollow. I did. You just saw that misclick, right? Okay, I didn't unfollow him. He says, Jesse says the content itself is valuable. Ads are a way to monetize that value, but the content itself is valuable. Just like a painting is fundamentally valuable, regardless of whether you charge people at the museum to see it. Like, he says yes and no. Oh wait. Yes or no, is dumping a Zora coin good for retail because retail can buy it at a lower price because of the content's fundamental value. He doesn't answer the question, of course, Jesse. That's the only thing is like these guys are gonna go back and forth. Like they're both running their own things. Like they're gonna have their own opinions and feel their own kind of way. Like, and unfortunately, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Cause like yeah, sure, a lot of meme coins don't have any value, but some like clearly do, whether we want to believe it or not, whether our grandmas want to believe it or not. But I think it's an interesting social experiment, to say the least. I don't know who wins, but I do know that if your founder is not embracing you, or not even like, I don't want to say like net positive, but like not negative, right? Like if they're quiet, they just don't say anything about it. It's probably better than being negative. I gotta imagine that it's got to be better than being negative on what you're concerned about or what you're focused in on or whatever. I gotta admit, I gotta think rather that if you're talking negatively about something, it ain't gonna help. Whereas if you're quiet, at least it's not hurting. And in Base's case, you've got Jesse and somewhat of Brian, but mainly Jesse. Just like I want to say, like you want to know what's funny? Like it'd be funnier to me. It'd make more sense if Jesse's last name was Armstrong and Brian's last name was anything else. You could have Jesse's last name. He could be Brian Polak, right? But Jesse is trying to like Armstrong base into existence, and like this like coin everything movement. And I think that's funnier than Jesse Armstrong makes more sense than Brian Armstrong, because he's trying to strong arm. You know what I'm saying? That was bad. You could say that was bad, but that's where I'm at. I think the two of them are gonna kind of have this battle. Maybe it's continues on, but at least Jesse's gonna have this battle with more people. Don't get me wrong. It may not be with Tully, but he's gonna have this battle with more people. I kind of think he's gonna win. He's gonna win at least enough people over. I think he's gonna win enough people over. I don't know what you want to coin, but like figure something, maybe figure some niche out and run with it. I feel like there's some potential there on that side of things. I've got a couple NFT to go through. We got a soul NFT. Everyone's talking about I mean, I brought him up 3 days ago in a chat. Didn't get acknowledged. Felt like I need some new friends because I would have been eating nice on the second pump. Freaking Bodagos at 4.2 soul. Even last night, they were chilling. What are they on the week? Thank you. I knew they were at 2 yesterday. Big purchases today. Mike Dudas, I believe, Dudas and Corp making a big sweep. So could have been a part of that. Not a part of it, but hey, love to see NFTs thriving in any eco, except for ADA. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I feel like they're the number one, bro. I'm sorry. I know Klanos are trying to be that, and they kind of are, but like, especially by floor. But like in terms of the timeline, my timeline is filled with more of Bodagos than Klanos. I also think Retardio Cousins may be in that same undervalued boat. About 5 soul. There's enough of them on the timeline. You can't afford a Milady, you're probably buying this or a Hypeo. I mean, I'm buying the Hypeo over the Retardio Cousin, but that's just me. I don't know. I mean, D-Gods, whatever with Frank and maybe these geckos are worth something. The other one I want to look into more, and honestly, I've been meaning to do it, is the Defenders. I feel like they are on. Or are they on Polygon? No, they're on. They're on Polygon for sure. Where's Polygon at? That's my only issue. The last one. Are they not? What are they on? I'm trying to look for the Defenders NFT. That's not. Yo, am I just extra dumb? I think I'm extra dumb. It's totally called Defenders. Okay, I had it right the first time, guys. They are on Soul. I had it right the first time. 0.3 to 0.4. I like it. I like it. But yeah, I want to get one of them added to the mix. Help my wallet security out a little bit. I'm also curious how that tech works. A little scary if you think about it, but know some people that have benefited from the tech. They feel a lot more comfortable. 0.3. Okay. Going to ETH though on NFTs. Yo, Pudgy's not stopping, bro. Not stopping on Pudgy's. Lil Pudgy's as well. I'm curious if, I mean, Lil Pudgy's obviously would be a nice move. I'm just curious if the Rogs get any action. Can't remember where they were when I looked last night. Out of the top 100, maybe. They had pumped a little bit. I think they were like 0.6 or 0.7. Oh, dude, one that doesn't get enough talk lately, and maybe this is just like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to buy it because some people that rep them, but like Nakamigos could be one that runs, that hasn't quite run yet. Like it's had a run up since the June bottom, so to speak, but like that's nothing compared to what some of these other collections have done, even on ETH. My computer's just a little slow tonight. Wrecked Guy's one that's been actually absurd. The token as well. I mean, everything about it has just been crazy. Good Vibes Club. Down a little bit. That's flat on the day. Couple days. But this one, I think it's got a lot of potential as a new runner. It's not from 2021. It's 3D. Community seems to be there. 3D asset. I think that could be the new runner, or the runner that's new at least. Minted in 2025, like top 100 kit's kind of whack when you get down here. Little pudgies, man. Wish I wasn't broke. That feels like a move. I mean, it feels like the move has been made though. Like it's the 0.7 ETH. Almost doubled, like just about there. Doesn't come up when I do that. Oh. I wouldn't buy a Doodle. I know that. I definitely wouldn't buy a Clone X. Sappy Seal. I don't know. I wouldn't take that chance. I just would not take that chance. There you go. Pudgy rods. They're rods. I don't know. 0.7. And that's a big. That's a 2x. That's a 2x from previous. I'd be willing to make that bet. I'd be willing to make that bet. Crazy. Market cap of the collection is 20 mil. Luca doing big things, man. Luca doing big things. The last collection that we're gonna look at is actually a Bitcoin Alu. The pandas, bros. The pandas are something that has interested me. Also a 3D collection. Listen, it's Bitcoin, but I would not be selling Bitcoin for this. I wouldn't even be bridging Bitcoin to Magic Eden for it. I'd be doing some sort of whatever. I'd be buying the Bitcoin just for this, like from USD, just to buy this. There's one on here. There's one on here that's kind of expensive. But I really like this one. And then I saved the other one I liked. This is the other one I liked a lot. Yeah, I liked this one a lot. And I know it's probably more of the simpler one, but it looked like the traits were actually kind of nice. This one too, but this, I don't know what it looks like when zoomed out, but I liked the blue with the black. Yo, I would rock this as a PFP, not gonna lie. I'd also rock, I'd rock this one as a PFP. Maybe one of these closer shots will do it more justice. I'm gonna expose the first part of the DM, and I'm feeling all right about it. Yeah, we're gonna tell you something right here, buddy boy. Tell you something real quick. I commented on a POV post. Shout out POV and the work that he's done since long before. Now deep back in the clone days, I had mad respect for POV. Where would that be? How would I just show an image like that? Oh, I guess I can pull it in. Okay, one sec. And he was like, yo, you should tap in with Metapanda. And apparently, this morning when I went to go message MetaPanda in the DMs, brother messaged me in September. Brother was in my message request. What? What do you mean, bro? I would have definitely had questions about his mocap. No fucking doubt I would have had questions on that. Bro, I would have probably bought one too. I don't know what the price was, up or down. I probably would have considered it for sure. At that point I was looking for 3D stuff regularly in the fall. And I'll probably get back into that, but now that I've seen like a little bit more of POV stuff in the last couple of months with the pandas, I kind of like it. Kind of like it as a little move. Um, and something like that definitely catches my eye. The one that I like the most here is not listed, and it's the only one in that wallet, the only ordinal in that wallet. So I have a feeling I will never be able to buy this one. But bro, like I need to be able to do this with all my NFTs, bro. Like for real. Like, and these are already done. Like, you know, like this part is nice. These are already done. Not to mention what you can go do on your own. But like, look, bro, I need that meme, bro. I need that meme with my NFT. Cap, bro. I'm repping fuckers. Let's get on it right now. How do we get this meme made for all the fuckers to use as a template like MetaPanda has done? Shout out MetaPanda. It's fucking dope. I got mad respect. Like, dude, you could never not have a GM. Like he's got something for everything. So I thought that was a dope DM to I mean obviously I went back and forth with him a little bit today. So that was pretty cool. Dude, this is like what it looks like here. This is like what it looks like in my command center right now. Best believe, bro. This is the goal, bro. This is the goal, absolute goal, without question. I feel like something like this is needed though for NFTs to thrive, and I don't know, man. I wonder how much of this being an ordinal hurts a project like this with this amount of creativity. Like, my dude's already fucking golfing. I just love the teal accent, bro. That's, I think, and I like the blue. Don't get me wrong. I like the blue and the white combo, but the teal is what sold me for this specific panda. So if I can find something else that's got that teal. I don't like the orange and black. Like, it needs to be white and black and teal. This is a little much. All teal. I think if I'm going to spend that, I'm going to do that where it's black and teal like that. Not teal on teal. It's got the white accent. I don't know if that's brown or tan, but yeah, dude, those couple interest me. I wonder if there's like any from like a reserve that I could let's look at the chart really quick. So in September, when I was getting, oh, dude, that's so sad. They did spike, like literally that weekend that I would have been looking. So there would have been roughly the same amount floor wise, but the week before, I'm sure there would have been a lot more options. That's the thing. Man, that's tough. September 26, 2024, 4:20 in the morning. That means that was a Spaces night. That was a Spaces night, September. Well, it was the day after. 26 right there was after that initial pump. So, oh well. Would have been buying the top anyway. There's no I mean, maybe it's not even that I would consider would be rarity. Is there not a way to go by? Ooh, because the inscription number is not the same as the token number. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. We're learning together here. We go price low to high again. I wonder if the mic heard that. There's some crazy ones when you get into it. There are a lot listed. Like they're expensive, but at least like they are listed. So like my thought of like how much does a creative project like this hurt itself by not being on an ETH or a Sol or an EVM like marketplace, not marketplace, chain compared to a Bitcoin, maybe isn't as valid. Again, it is 2025. Like you just kind of cross chain Magic Eden, have the option to. I could buy this without, you know, I need my Bitcoin wallet, but I could buy this without actually owning Bitcoin right before this transaction. So I also like the look of this a little bit, not gonna lie. That one's got a red accent. I don't think I'd go with that. I think I like this. I'm gonna look this one up. 1752. 1752. Yeah, I like the simple. Can I make it bigger? That's what she said. Oh, I can. This. All right, that's the best we're gonna do. I just love that we have all these like ready to go, bro. You just download the picture you want. You got your post for the day. Peace out. Yeah, dude, I'm interested. I'm interested. Got all the different 3D file types too. FBX, GLB, low poly, high poly res files. Look at me on my throne. I think differently. Smack you right now, bro. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I think we're gonna be on the lookout next couple of days, next week or so. I'm interested in a big NFT to buy this cycle. There's some smaller plays I already feel like I made. But a big NFT feels fitting for dubious in the year 2025. Not going to be a Polygon NFT, I can assure you that. But if it's a BTC NFT ordinal, bro, that'd be crazy. That was not on my bingo card even 4 months ago. Just to wrap it up, say NFTs, fuckers at a whopping $34, 100 say. I think we're gonna raise this up. I think someone's gonna sweep the fuck out of fuckers. Woo! Just after midnight here, we are getting tired, not gonna lie. What are Cappies at right now? I'm kind of curious about Cappies now. Wait, there's something coming. I wonder how bad the audio has been the whole time. Cool. I think fuckers are due for a sweep. There's some decent looking ones on the not on the floor, I guess anymore, but Little VR headset. Little VR headset. Nah, dude. I want one in particular, and it's not gonna get listed ever again. I gotta find the owner. I'm gonna reach out and be like, "Hey, man. Say, man. See if I can just pull it up on stream. I don't care. What are you gonna do? Outbid me? What are you gonna do? Buy it? Rare to common. Yep. There she is. She's right there. If you see her, you see her. I do want an astronaut fucker too. This would be a great one. Who owns this? I'm about to stock your wallet. Don't mind me live on stream stocking your wallet. Part of the blockchain, bro. Part of the game. Yo, what's up with the PC tonight? My goodness. Yo, it's like we gotta go to old build. All right, so we got Say and Ape Chain. So this was a Say user. Say lover. What's going on here? Why can't I just search? Got one beef, a bench warmer, a couple bench warmers. 10 fuckers. Okay, so I'd have to trade you a fucker if this is what I'm feeling. But what other fuckers do you own? Maybe I can scout you out here. I got no idea. I got no idea who this fucker is. But I like that one. I like that one a lot. All right, real quick, we're going to look at Cappies next. None of these are listed, right? Like 3,000. No, I'm not buying that for 3,000. Not buying that for 1.6K either, say. No steals in the top 100. Okay. Another astronaut fucker. I like that. I don't know. Candy cane. I like the laser eyes. Can you tell that I'm looking for an astro fucker? I like that one. This would be a slam dunk, bro. This would be an absolute slam. Whoever owns this won the lottery in fuckers. Oh, they got a lot of jellies too. Sheesh. 64 fuckers? Who is this? Who is this and what team member are you? 60. Is that if you? I feel like that might be if you. Calling you out. I want your fucker. The other one I like is this purple background. I don't think I have any of them. I think that's all the spaceship fuckers. All right, Cappies. We'll look at the other couples too. Don't worry. Don't worry. Cappies. Oh, wow. Cappies up to 87. Any naked? Any naked or nouns? I don't even need to do that. I can just scroll backwards at this point. Emmy. Dude, this is an NFT that like should be bought by like Foundation or something. Like even the chips. Magic Eden, get it, you know? Someone big buy it, make some noise. There's a nouns. Half naked. Baseball bat. 400 stays not bad for that. Nouns plus that. 380 for the one below it. I don't know. I don't love it, but I do like the baseball bat and the lightning. I have one of those. Basically, I have that minus the nouns. Okay. Now, we are going to look at our new friends, the aliens, bro. Aliens, dude, this one needs to reveal. Someone needs to refresh their metadata or something. I'm going to do it for you. 1538. 1538. Let's get you refreshed there. Wait, actually, it wasn't 15. It doesn't even have a number. It just says loot box. Let's get you refreshed, big boy. Come on. You know you want to get refreshed. Either way, they're sitting at 445, say. Minted at 25, you know? Hey, you know, we do big run-ups here on say. Big run-ups. Shout out to the aliens, $157. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And then the most recent mint on say has not revealed yet. Jellies. You can get a couple right at mint price at 20 say. I don't know. I don't know what they look like, but I don't know what they do. But they are here, and they want you to buy them. So get on board. I don't have any jellies. One more say NFT we want to look at is Drill Club. Drill Club may have found, well, I guess it continues to go down, but I feel like you could pick up a solid looking Drill Club, 80 say, you looking fly, and you're probably still in play for the new art. I kind of like this Joker looking one. Keep drilling. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'd be looking for something super rare, not going to lie. If I was going to be a buyer right now. Or like a sought after trait. Yo, that motherfucker looked kind of cool. I fuck with the glasses. I want a pair of those glasses. I'd wear those on stream instead of the Pit Vipers. Oops. One too many clicks. I think there was one more rare. We looked at that one. I like the hats too. Like this guy just looks chill. Oh, he's got a devil on his hat. I wouldn't rock that. Not trying to ask for the bad juju here. I like this, dude. I like the red. Yeah, dude. Oof. I like that DYOR shirt. I like the red, the wounded skin as it's called. I don't know. Drill Club, feel like they're cooking something up. New art coming soon. Might be a play. Shout out to Capto for the hottest hoodie in Web3. The year hoodie, say, hooking us up with the cap. Bro, say, I'd like the other merch. If you're listening, say, yo, say, one more time, say New York, give me that care package. I will rock that merch on stream. I really just need the cap. I've rocked the hoodie as well. But I think that just about does it for us on the evening. Just past midnight, 12:18. It's Sunday night. It's Monday morning. Yo, I hope you're going to get ready for the week in the proper way. Make a good trade. Take a profit if you need it. If you don't, reinvest it, brother. Reinvest it. Crypto's here to stay. We're ready to roll. I'm queuing up another bop. Hopefully it's not as loud as the last one. Okay. Hello? Oh, my thing's muted. No, it's not. Technical difficulties. All right, there we go. See you later, folks. Adios. And yeah.
Medusa mink rugs on the plug with the juice. Heating up the pool in the wintertime, blood, baby. Really big, ain't 20 carats, no food. Then coincide, better 100 on LeBron, baby. I've been doing numbers in the jungle with Averages. I'ma put in work into that time and leave my legacy. I've been making moves, you can't infiltrate my embassy. Never go against it, never go fam. It ain't incidental why you do it for the gram. You can't see the work I'm putting in while I'm praying. If you can't see the vision, you will never understand. I'm trying to count this money. Put you at commission, ain't no time for no credits.
Hey, ain't no time for the credits. Hope when it hit the fan, you gon' laugh for me. Hope every time you see me win, you gon' smile for me. About a whole dealer if you run a mile for me. Crocodile bags never turn your tails crocodile for me. Hold up. Fuckin' with my nerve toe super. Man, I couldn't dodge the box every time I saw it. Man, I had to leave a foot paper, now I know it. Took her to the hill, German Shepherd with the phone car. Shorty got a man, but she fuck me like a porn star.